Description. We may develop a paragraph through a description when we want to create a word picture of something that we can perceive. We may want to describe something concrete, an emotion, a quality, etc. Objective and subjective. There are two different types of description, objective and subjective. However, in practice, we often use a combination of both of these approaches. An objective description is one that is factual and so does not include personal feelings or emotions. We may use such a description in a business report or a scientific paper. A subjective description is one that may add personal feelings or feelings to the facts. In this way, the writer may include in the description how something is and how something seems. Audience and impression. When you describe something, you have to decide what details to include. Which details you include and how you present them will depend on the purpose of your writing and who you intend to be your audience. Imagine that you're trying to describe something to either a professor or a young child. The details that you would include and the way that you'd present them would be different. If you're giving a subjective description, then try to think of the main impression that you want to create. Once you've decided this, it will make it easier to select the details, the mood and the atmosphere that you want to include in your description. Presenting your details. How you present your details is also important. Details should be presented in an order that makes it easy for the reader to understand and makes the impression that you want to create. For example, if you were describing how you looked, you may want to start the description at your head and then work down your body. Not too much detail. Be careful that you do not describe things in so much detail that the reader becomes bored. You may find that a shorter and more limited description has a greater impact on your reader than a very long description with too much detail.